Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay, Financial Fanatics Edition. My God, you guys. I am Marisha LaShay, and this is my good girl, Tia. Everybody say hello to my
Good
good
morning, good
girl.
morning, good morning.
Girl, today is day 30 of The Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay, Financial Fanatics Edition. Day 30, y'all. That means this is the last day of the
Day
show. We have
30.
been listening for 30 days. We only come before you guys in the months that have 30 days. So that's September, like this month. Of course, we'll be back in November. We'll also be back in April and June. So, with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump right on in. First, we're checking in with myself mentally. Where am I mentally on the scale from 1 to 10? 1 being the worst day of our life and 10 being the best day of our life. And today, I know and I feel that we are above a 10 and we are not below a 1. But hey, nobody can tell you how to feel. I'm just letting you know that I'm just beginning to feel the energy this morning. And I know that some people might be battling with different things, but at the same time, you still have the victory. You still have dominion over every situation. So, with
Yeah.
that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and kick off this Monday. I need you coming in here firm. I don't need nothing that begins with the E and ends with the E, which is an excuse. I don't need that because you're already here and God already said that you are here and that victory is yours. So,
Yes.
with that being said, Tia and I are going to go ahead and check in and we're going to go ahead before you guys today.
Listen, I am on 1,000 this morning. We are at day
Yes.
30. Crazy, crazy business, right? We've been doing this thing for 30 whole days, planning, prepping, sitting in front of the people, talking, doing our thing. And I am just so excited, so happy, so thankful that you allowed me to share
Oh,
your space for the last 30
yes.
days. So I am
Yes.
so on 1,000. So sad to see the show end in
Oh,
September, but
girl.
so excited to see it come back in November. Okay. I'm so happy. So
Oh,
happy.
honey. Listen. Giving honor to God who's ahead of our lives. I am checking in. I'm on 1,000 as well because I mean this is my reserve 1,000, but God just told me to be calm this morning. God just told me to be obedient this morning. Everything that He's telling me to do this morning, I'm going to do. I'm going to submit to Him because there is something that is happening around the people around me. Some people are in some really, really dark spaces, and some people are just in some bright spaces, and some people are just, it's just like an array of different
Mhm.
things happening, but I'm still going to just stand still and still keep going. So in the midst.
Yes,
So
that's
today's question, guys, what is entrepreneurship? What is entrepreneurship? What does it sound
okay.
like? What does it look like? What is it?
Listen, today, entrepreneurship looks different for every single person out there, right? But I truly feel like everybody could be an entrepreneur if you wanted to, right? It's not something to jump directly into, but if everybody was thinking about making more income for themselves, you all could be in entrepreneurship. Now, what is entrepreneurship? Obviously, it is going into business for yourself, seeing a financial need for yourself, and creating some economic stimulation in your finances due to a business that you created, right? Something that you're doing. Now, there are so many different avenues that you can take. Hey, you can join me in business in the financial services sector. You can create t-shirts. You can do custom cups. You can do custom signs. You can be in real estate. You can do anything that you want to do out here. There are so many different avenues and facets for you to enter business on your own. So because there's so many different type of facets, I'm gonna just leave you all with a couple of tips to help you become successful on your journey. The very first thing that I'm going to say to you, it is not a cliche thing, okay? It is to get comfortable with the idea of failure. Everything is not going to succeed. You are not going to hit the mark every single time, right? And the only way to know that you are moving in a upward mobility, in a upward trend, and that you're doing the right things is that you have to understand what it feels like to fail. You can't win everything. How do you know if your business is doing good if you haven't failed? How do you know? How do you know how to, attack those KPIs that you need to in your business if you've never seen a KPI fail? You have to know how to attack that thing. You have to set your mindset up that, listen, no matter what, Because what tends to happen in entrepreneurship, and I've been there myself when I first started out, is when you fail, you stop. When you fail, you stop. And that's not what you need to do. Okay. So I don't want to be cliche. I don't want to be the rah rah, everybody, you can do it. You can do it. It's okay. Everything is going to be great. No, because every day is not the same. Every day is not peaches and cream. Okay. So when you
I
fail,
was
stop, continue. What were you going to say, Marisha?
I was gonna say you have to look at entrepreneurship as a faith walk. It's no other way to say it. It's no other way to do it.
You
If
have to.
you trust God, He wants you to walk on water with your product. He wants you to walk on water about what you're gonna do. He wants you to walk on water.
Yes.
Now, in your mind, you're like,
Yes.
what are you talking about? For those, my biblical people, go ahead and open up those Bibles and get into that story, when it comes down to God wanting you to keep your eye on Him and walk on
Yes.
that water. And that's
Yeah.
what it is when it comes down to, being an entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Okay. Now, here's the next thing that you need to do is you need to create a business plan, or you need to be focused on the idea of what it is that you're going to try to do. Listen, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Don't worry about the perfection of this thing. If this is on your mind to do, if this is the business that you want to go out here and push to the world and to the people, then get out there and do it. Do the perfecting later. Do the right now. Be actionable, right? So that's the next thing. Be actionable. If you know, and I'm just using the t-shirt business because it's pretty common right now. If you know that you want to sell t-shirts, buy a design. Go to Fiverr, hire somebody to do that part for you. Then find a warehouse, get some t-shirts, put it on there, advertise, take your own photographs, put it up there, put it on IG, do a couple of ads. Listen, I'm telling you how to do the whole thing right now. Okay? Do a couple of ads, generate some leads for yourself. See who's liking your material, who's coming to your page, who's looking at your landing site, who's willing to put their information in and see the things that are like. You're doing some market research, right? Because that's something that you need to do in entrepreneurship is you need to know, does the market even need my product? Does the market even need me? Because some of us aren't selling a product. Some of us are selling ourselves as coaches and advisors. Do they need me? How are you branding yourself? These are all the things that it's going to take for you to be successful in entrepreneurship. And then here we can take it a step further. If you're going to be building a team, you need to build that thing, right? Because even though you're going to go find somebody to do the design for you on Fiverr, you're not just going to pick any old body, right? You're going to pick somebody that's great. You're going to pick somebody who aligns with your vision, who can bring your ideas to the forefront. So now, once you pick that person, you have a designer. So, what if you're doing a podcast? Who's going to be the editor? Maybe that might be you in the beginning, but as you start to build this thing up, you might need an editor. You might need someone to structure your videos for you. You might need someone to handle your content calendar, right? So you have to start thinking about all of these things because in the beginning, all of these things may be you. But you need to know as you progress, what type of titles do I need to have on my team? Because we're not doing this for a hobby. We're not doing this for a quick fix. We're not doing this just to get a couple of dollars and drop off. We're doing this to create some generational wealth within our families. And here's something that I want you all to know. Where you start does not have to be where you end. Just because you have one business does not mean that you can't have two. You get that first business running like a well-oiled machine. Everybody's in place. They have their operational SOPs together. Everybody knows what they're doing. And then you can go off and you can create something else. That's the name of the game. Creating the wealth for yourself. So the very first thing I told you all was get comfortable with the idea of failure. Okay. Not because you're going to be a failure, but because you need to know when your back is up against the wall, you need to not stop, but to keep going. Okay. Marisha told you to look at this thing as it is a faith walk. You have to trust that God is going to allow you to have the things that you want, because these are the things that He wants for us, not the capitalism, not that. He wants us to have the freedom to live on this earth abundantly the way He designed it to be. Okay. That was that. Now you want to build a team. You want to get focused on what it is that you're doing. You want to create a business plan, and you want to have some actionable goals. Those are my tips for entrepreneurship, because I know, Marisha, you probably got something to say. So those are my things for the people, because I know what you got planned coming up, and I'm going to let everybody else come in here and show the people how we do what we do.
It's when I think about when I think about entrepreneurship, I remember when this all just started on Alive. Okay.
Facebook Live. Yeah, I
I
remember
did
that.
not have no editing going on. I just was consistent. And you pointed that out to me, right? As consistent, 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 consistent. This is the most consistent thing in my life that I've done. Like one of the things. And for that reason, I just have a reason to keep going. Even on my breaks, as it just kept speaking to me. Here it is, we work full-time jobs, but yet and still we're still going as if this like nothing is missing. You
No,
gotta do this thing consistently, even when you want to, even when you don't want to, even when you think that you've hit a brick wall. Still do the thing, still
push
show
through.
up, still
Push
show up,
through.
still push through, still come through, still ask questions, still get insights, still do the thing as if you can't do it no more. Do it. I've tried to put this down. I've taken breaks and came back and said, you know what, what's up? What's up? What's going on? Hello. What's up? What y'all doing out there? Did y'all miss me? But it's still the fact in the matter that you still got to do it. Do it while you ugly. Do it while you broke. Do it, do it, do it, do it. It's
Because
no
one day it's
stopping
going to get
because
bigger.
the hardest thing is to actually get started. And because you've already started, you have to keep going because you have to understand and see that light at the end of the tunnel and understand that, hey, I'm not doing what the other person's doing. And don't get caught up on social media, what they're doing on social media, because it's levels to this. First,
Yep.
you're a beginner. Then you
Yep.
step up from beginner. Now you become into intermediate. After
Yep.
intermediate, then you become advanced. But it takes 21 days to start a new habit. So if you're in 90 days, you're good. Keep going.
Yeah.
Get with
That is
people,
true.
and some people could feel that they're intimidated, but get you somebody that you could create content with. Get you an accountability partner. Oh, she hating on me. This y'all focus on the wrong things. You need to
Okay.
get you somebody that's grown and that's with it. And that's the end of the story.
That's it. That's it. That's what you got to do out here in this world, especially what you said about creating a habit. 21 days creates a habit. When you start your business, just continue to move forward. Okay. So, whatever that business is, continue to move forward. Do it, and we're rooting for you. Whatever that business is, we will support you the same way you support us.
Yeah, but it starts with you.
Yeah.
You have to see the vision. You can't sell it to Tia and you don't sell it and got it for yourself.
I'm telling you, that is true. That is so true. That's
It
why I said,
starts
what are you
with
going to do?
you. It
Yep.
starts with you. It ends with you. It is you. This is you. You are the face of your organization. This is you. This is nobody else. This is not, I'm paying somebody to do a commercial for me. Great. But it's still you. You have to have insight on every part of your business and
Yeah.
know what is going on. So, y'all, with that being said, it don't get no simpler than that. We ain't got to keep beating a dead horse. We ain't got to keep repeating ourselves as it relates to what it is that we're supposed to be doing and how we're supposed to be doing that thing. So, y'all, with that being said, we are out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for giving all of your support, all of your love to us, and just tuning in because we are grateful for you. And definitely feel free to add any feedback on any social media platform that you're currently on.
Yes.
Please reach out to us. It is not over. We ended with entrepreneurship. So come back and check in with us in November because we're going to pick up from entrepreneurship and I'm going to be talking to different entrepreneurs. You'll be seeing Tia again. You'll be seeing a couple other people again. I got some people that's going to talk about business and be all about it. So with that being said, you guys, we are out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in again And thank you guys just for showing your dedication and love and support to Tia and myself. Peace.